Hi, welcome to I'm Powered by Love TV. My name is Josh here, back with our SOULSCOPEs. This is going to be for our Capricorn friends. So welcome all my Capricorn friends, new Capricorn friends as you guys tune in here. These are our channel, AKASHIC Record Readings here, which are your soul books. And so we do these for you guys here, bring you some messages. And we're talking about our soulmates here. We're talking about love at this time. But I mean, again, it's from your soul book, so whatever kind of comes down as a message to you. So we'll go ahead and get started. But right away, I mean, on the topic of love here, so again, the question here you guys are asking is like, when will I solidify love? So when will this actually stick? Because the relationships that we've experienced and kind of what we're experiencing at this time is just kind of a back and forth of either, just these petty arguments between them. There's certain things of how you see the love to be and how they see love to be, and then you get treated one way. And so the way you're getting treated here, you don't feel supported. You didn't feel like you even had a belonging. You didn't feel you had a purpose. And so you obviously got out of that relationship. But then you also feel like in your own life, the things you create, you kind of get into this comfortable space and you're aware of that. And you just kind of like where you're at, so you don't make any huge changes. So in retrospect, a lot of these things, the way you think of yourself is how you're portraying and attracting the mate to also portray you. So you get infatuated when someone actually treats you some certain way, but you kind of don't feel like you don't feel like you deserve it. So if someone starts treating you right, things like that, and you're like, oh wow, this is new, I like this, but you break down, you cave, or you don't open up or show because you're like, I feel like I don't deserve this isn't right. You get uncomfortable, and so you revert back to your comfortableness, and it really kind of shuts you out. And so you're asking like all this time, like, when am I finally just going to solidify and be solid in this time here? So we're pulling from our Love Tarot here, our Love Tarot Oracle deck here. And we're going to see what the cards have to say. Okay. So here is, all the things that we were talking about here. So you're going to have to confront that part of yourself. So boom, you're going to have to look in the mirror, you have to go down and deep and say, why do I continue to do this? And you're aware, and you hear a lot of these things, it's either going back to, I'm telling me again, those previous relationships that you stem from, but they're also telling me here, things that we've learned. So just to be comfortable, because we are strong manifestors, so we can create what we want, which is why we can get into relationships so often, but we continue to manifest and attract how we portray ourselves in this belief of, I like where I am, I have a purpose, but I don't feel like changing or going forward. I'm stable, everything's good, and so this is how my love's going to be, and all these things. And just kind of confronting that fear, that base of, I'm creating who I'm attracting, and master that. Master your heart, because your heart is what creates the intentions. So when you master the self-love and you master this portion of how you see yourself and how you love yourself and how you want to be loved, and opening and healing and not justifying these things, and really kind of taking the lead here and moving forward, when you master the heart, then you won't feel like this. This is how you feel. Exactly how I feel. This is what it told me. This is how you feel. Helpless and hopeless. You see these mountains, you see this vast thing, you see this vast journey ahead of you, and you're like, oh, I can't do this. I'm just gonna chill right here, hang out, do what I'm doing because I'm working it, I feel good, and why would I make any changes? But you want to, because deep down you're just like, why is this still happening to me? Why am I still doing this? Why am I letting this get to me? Why can't I find someone? Why can't I get the job that I want? Why can't I have these dreams and these aspirations? It's because you just feel you feel like you don't need to because it should just come to you. Is what they're telling me. So you have to confront. When you begin to confront and accept and kind of open up and erase and let go of a lot of these kind of justified means, you'll get a new vitality. You'll start playing a new tune. Look at that. I love that. Start playing a new tune. One in love, one in harmony. Beautiful, new flute. This is going to be a new you. Now, when we start to make these intentional changes, when we start to move forward here, it may take a little while, but they're allowing and opening up at this time for you. We're going to pull from our Moonology deck here just to give you a little more insight on next steps, because don't want to feel like this anymore. But I know I can hear it over and over again in your deeper part of yourself of just yearning and wanting a deeper connection, not only with someone else, but it starts with yourself. Because until you can have a deeper connection with yourself, how are you going to be able to have a deeper connection with a significant other if you've noticed all you're doing is creating another segment of yourself? So you have to be able to manifest a loving relationship with yourself first, and it begins with healing. And that's why the Master of the Heart and the Confront came up, because you have to confront these fears. You have to face them head on. They're saying this is the time to do it, because they're bringing to all these things. You're seeing memories, past relationships. You're seeing visions. You're getting them in dreams, and you're like, why? I can't get that, and all these things. And this is seeping into every area of life. Going to the family, feeling a little shut out. Some people will just stop talking to you, and you're feeling like this. So next steps here with our Moonology deck here. So we'll get 3 for you. Okay. So once we begin to take this personal issue, reaches a resolution, so when we begin to confront and master the heart, just like we had talked about. Okay, so when this personal issue reaches a resolution, you'll begin to end that tough cycle that we're talking about, this cycle of continuing to bring up these reoccurring relationships that end in tragedy or end in extra trauma, and then we think back on it, and then we sit ourselves in this cycle. Okay? So when we begin to look inward and see how we treat ourselves, how we love ourselves, how we're kind of stopping ourselves from expansion. When we do that and see, where it really lies, where these little things are, and you're aware of these things, the cycle will end, and we will have, again, win-win outcome, and that new self, new vitality. That's going to take some time. So they're telling me here, probably around April, will we start to see major changes. But if we begin doing little things here, just kind of contemplating and seeking and looking inward at this time, we can confront and stop with this feeling, because this is not a good feeling, and none of us wants to feel helpless and hopeless at this time, and you're not, because you're strong and you know that, and you're aware of the things that you already do. So now it's just kind of turning those around and internalizing it and going inward and changing and releasing this negativity and allowing these little issues to have resolution. So thank you for tuning in here to I'm Powered by Love TV for our SOULSCOPEs. Again, my name is Josh. Check down below for a good YouTube exclusive reading if you want a deeper personal reading on yourself. One of our AKASHIC record readers here at I'm Powered by Love. Also, we have the Self-Love Club. I do want to put that out for you guys here. It is one of our transformational coachings and healings. Get a complimentary coaching, reach out to one of us here, and we'll kind of work deeper with you here and see where to go from there, and just kind of help you get back to that self-love. So I do appreciate you guys tuning in here to I'm Powered by Love TV. My name is Josh, sending you love and light, and I'm signing out.